Okay, so we've talked about habits and how critical they are to our goals. We've talked about the 3 stages of habits: the identity stage, the process stage, and the outcome stage. And we've also talked about how habits are actually created and formed, which is the habit loop: the cue, the craving, the response, and the reward. So, how do we now start to really implement good habits and easy ways of implementing good habits into our life? And this is what this video is all about. It's about creating an implementation plan, and it is the simplest thing, but you wouldn't believe the difference it makes, just these small little tweaks. Now, so often we are motivated to change. We have really great intentions to change, but the act of actually changing and sticking to it is something that we're not very good at. To assist us, we need to have an implementation plan. There's been many studies undertaken on human behavior and what makes one person compared to the other complete or undertake actions or tasks or to actually implement habits altogether. And what they've found is that those that have a plan or a strategy, particularly a written plan or strategy in place, are far more likely to actually meet their goals or complete what they've actually set out to do. Now, those that actually have a plan that sets out the exact actions and behavior, the exact time, day, and location are also far better or far more likely to have achieved that goal or undertaken the action that they've set out. So, for example, one person says they're going to start exercising this week, and another person says they're going to start exercising this week. One person, or both of them, have the same motivation, the same goal. They're both really excited to get started, but one of them sets out an actual plan. They write specifically the exercise that they're going to complete and the exact time and day that they're going to do it and where they're going to do this action. That person is far more likely to actually complete it than the one that didn't set down an implementation plan or strategy at all. And it is really honestly that simple. So, if you want to start exercising regularly each week, that's great. That's a really good goal or a really good focus. In order to help make that happen, help that habit get implemented, not only do we need to do all the stuff that we've talked about in previous videos, but I want you to actually specifically set out the type of exercise you're going to do. So it might be, I'm going to do my favorite bar class 3 times a week at Burn Theory Studio in Mathers Lane, and they're going to be at 5:15 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That is a lot more tangible than saying, I'm going to do a class 3 times a week, full stop. And you don't know when you're actually going to do that. So your actions for this week are going to take 2 key focuses or 2 key behaviors or 2 key actions that you want to implement. And I want you to write out your implementation plan for those. So what are they exactly? When exactly are they going to happen? And where exactly are they going to happen? For example, you want to start doing some mindfulness in the mornings. Great. So it is going to be, I'm going to undertake mindfulness activities, which include breathing and gratitude, every morning at 7:30 a.m. in my living room sitting on the couch. Or I am going to eat more vegetables each week. Great. So I'm going to every night at 7:30 p.m. when I cook dinner in my house, in my kitchen, add in a cup of dark leafy greens into whatever I'm cooking or eating. See how this can be a lot more tangible and create an actual plan for you to follow? That is your goal this week, guys, and I'm going to give you one more little implementation focus in the next video called habit stacking.